Alright, looking for that game capture. Come on, game. What are you doing? There it is. Alright. Changed my chair today, so my angle's just slightly ever so different. But, we're skipping the Cozy Grove. I posted on the Discord, it's kind of just awkward to, like, swap games midway through. It's kind of awkward for, like, trying to network with other streamers and stuff, too. So, I think I'm just putting a pin in Cozy Grove for now. I probably won't ever stream it again, but I do still want to keep playing it myself. So if people want to, I can record it while I play it and keep uploading the videos to YouTube. But in the meantime, until I kind of get some feedback from people on that, I'm going to probably just put a pin in it and not play it for a little while. I'm also going to try playing this today with a controller, so I was getting a little bothered by some of the, like, pop-ups I was dealing with last time. So, hopefully this time we don't have to deal with that. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this before my stream started. Oh, and I got texts. Someone asking me, how do I find you on Twitch? Tell them to join my Discord, and there's a link. There we go. Tell them to join my Discord, and I'll send them an invite now. There we go. Yeah, I got my Discord. I have my YouTube. I got my Twitch. Cal, are you in the chat? No? Okay, cool. Sorry about all this stuff. I did not prepare properly, apparently. Oh, let's do this. Okay. Perfect. And then now I gotta send that invite to this person. Perfect. And now we should be good to play the game. Like I said, trying it with a controller. So part of the problem I was having yesterday that I noticed was me clicking on... I should also look at the controller controls before I start playing. Hello game. Oh, jeez. Oh, I hope the game isn't controlled like this. That's horrible. Can I select this? That is terrible controls. That can't be it. Okay, game is not good optimized for controller. Never mind on the whole controller thing. We're just gonna set that off to the side. I'm sitting in like the comfortable chair that was in my background a lot. Been having uncomfortable butt scenario like halfway through the stream, and this is a much comfier chair, so. Okay, so don't want to waste time talking about it because I noticed that the clock ticks down or clicks up. So we can't get the body down on our own. Kim tried shooting it and missed. Hey, Jan. And so we decided we don't have the tools to get it down and need to get the harbor people, who are probably the people who murdered the guy, involved, even though it seems stupid. Unless I can find my gun and shoot it down, but that's a whole thing. We kind of already know which way to go to break into the harbor, but I'm gonna go around. I know I can get into the kitchen now, so I wanted to check that out. How you doing tonight, John? And also, I heard about your flight and getting stuck on the tarmac for 3 hours. Sorry that happened to you. That sucks. There's a cook to interact with. They give you guys a reason, or no?
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek.
Not really. Yeah, that sounds about right for flights, though, right?
Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please, it's not funny.
Are you doing okay today? Did you get enough sleep after having to deal with that? Because you probably didn't get home till like what, like if you left like when you left my stream last night, then like what, like 3 in the morning or something?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Oh, that sucks. Was your apartment like in everything fine when you got back? You didn't have to like get home and like you left it at pigsty and you're just like, dang it.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
Yeah, take your money. Let's see where this leads. It burned down. That sucks.
Door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Touch.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
I'm glad you made it home safe, regardless of having like the crappy flight experience.
Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
The winch, outside, in the backyard. Remember? No, your fingers do.
Well, if there was a winch, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
Mega investigation behind the blue door.
It's hardly worth a title. Anyway, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Alright. I have no idea what we're doing in this game.
Can I help you?
Another
thing. Great. I love those.
Yeah.
Yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I'm harassing the manager. Welcome, David. Welcome to the stream. You want to know?
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
All right, time to break a door. If we can, our strength sucks, so.
Yes?
All right, bye. All right. What do we got in inventory? We have our crowbar. Hello, friend. Hello. Also, Kelly says hello. Hello. Everyone's hello.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent. The door does not budge. You see a heavy.
All right, sick. So even though I have the crowbar, it's not going to let me try. But yeah, we do have a level that's unspent. Explore the whirling secret passage. There's a strange door. No one knows where it leads. Find a way. Just find a way. Get some stat boosts if we carry our clipboard.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
You technically just did say hello, though, Jan, so.
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Alright. Cool. Seems like I'm not gonna find out what's behind that door. Unless I find something. Wheelchair lady, you got anything about the door?
Hello again, sweetie.
No. Alright, we're not gonna ask the old lady for money. Okay, so one thing we didn't do last time was like kind of explore the area, and at this point that's what I want to do. So let's get talking with some people.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. Apparently not, other than saying not really and leaving. But, I want to ask them questions.
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
Okay, and you're just being the crier for the store?
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Okay, well, Pat Child.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
Alright. I'm not very interested in that dialogue choices, and the game's on a timer. This book has a rose, a pistol, half-naked, dame on the cover. These are all just different books. Cover, Mary Mescal is surrounded by flames. Man of... Okay. Does any of this matter? Book about pate. This book, you don't understand, and it's not important. There's a drunk guy in the bottom left. And we got a book about the future. Alright, let's go check out the inside of the store and see what the mom's up to. That's nice in here. Hello.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
The clerk extends a greeting.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
You seem well off. Can you give me money? I'm not gonna ask that. Are you the owner?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice is high-pitched, as if to give it more penetration. That's your daughter outside?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yeah.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
10.
My precious. Her dedication brings joy to my heart.
She's
If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
She's immensely satisfied with my answer. She seems like a horrible mom. Anyways, anyway, yep, she's a trooper.
As a young girl should be. With the proper attitude, she'll have a bright financial future.
Get the cash, I'm poor. Yeah, it's a little late. Sorry.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Bye-bye. Okay, what are interactables? We got this, we got stuff upstairs. A couple things to click on. I'm suspicious about the curtain. Most of this seems like pointless books that I don't really want to look at. I don't think are going to help with this. Put this mom in her place? Why? It's her kid, let her abuse it. I thought that's the rules. Once the kid becomes an adult, then they can choose not to be abused anymore.
A set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Our character's stats, David, we're playing the thinker, so we have no, like, our character doesn't have much empathy, and we're physically weak. But, like, we're big on, like, knowledge, I guess. So I'm trying to play, like, a little bit like that.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
What's behind the curtain?
Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? You ought to.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
That seems insane. Imposing morals is imperialist and therefore unethical, and knowledge can creates empathy, but I guess not always. Yeah, I mean, definitely not always, because, like, knowledge also kind of helps push towards greed and stuff, too, a bit. And, like, it's kind of one of those weird human questions, you know?
This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
And who are the Seminese?
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south.
Okay.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fishhead charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Open them.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
I feel like that's going to be an authority check, and I think our authority is like -5. I'm a police.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
What?
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
Alright, well, whatever.
Thank you. Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Well, I mean, the last children I talked to were just, like, really rude to me, so, like, you know.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime,
And I don't...
Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I don't want to get the outside girl in trouble with her mom by distracting her outside. What's going on with the curtains?
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you.
Old Kuno, Pepe hands.
Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of. She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
Let's see. Why does it have a ward protecting it?
It's just for decoration.
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile. Then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
You sought help?
Yes. I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods the strange trinket on the curtain.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough.
Jen, what are you going on about? What's ruined? Just her shop? I ruined it? I didn't ruin her shop. The curse was already there. I just made her tell me about it.
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
It's an Agre heart glistens under the what?
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
This lady markets.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
How does this curse manifest itself?
Is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Oh, dude. I think I have that curse. I was hoping for something more paranatural,
But
yeah.
officer, there's nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. I'm talking about cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
I can investigate it.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Yeah, sounds about right. I hope I get this.
Slither up to her,
Nice.
you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
I came here to help. I've handled this before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
Yeah,
You're
sure.
no para-detective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
You look like one. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
Sure.
How do you know all this?
Alright.
Here we go.
The 70s.
Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Oh boy.
The hand of fate guides us. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
Come on, Kim, what do you gotta say?
Oh,
The lieutenant mumbles in minor confusion. He's not been listening closely enough. You put him on the spot. Yeah. Poor Kim.
certainly so, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is eminent in this particular field.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
Yep.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
What?
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
The end.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Yo, putting I just kind of want to like click the Kim options because I would just want to hear what he has to say. Yeah, I feel bad about putting him on the spot, but like, I like his character, so I just want him to talk more. Yeah.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
Part of me wants to put more points into Inland Empire. I know it's not my highest stat, but like, I think it's been having some fun pop-ups. All right, let's go see about this curse.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking.
Yeah.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Oh!
Alright, so she got spooked by this. Alright. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Merely looking at the unmanly haircut threatens my masculinity. Okay. And we have this door with a bunch of
A heavy
wards.
door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens if not hundreds, of Seminoese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Knock.
Only an echo. No one is there. A hollowed-out, dark echo.
Unlock.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Oh, dude, do we send Kim in first? Anyone? Anyone want to... Do we go in, or do we send Kim? No? Yes? I'll go in. I don't want to hurt Kim. Gotta protect our precious Kim. Oh, Kim has something to say.
What is this place?
Looks like a gym.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Yes, because it's closed.
Yeah.
No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
It's pretty quick to jump on that, calling... You shouldn't call people that, Jan. It's not very nice. Okay, I know I wanted to increase, I think... Where was it? Is Inland Empire not one of the stats? Interesting. Okay, I wanted to increase some of these a little bit. Reaction speed seems to be popping up a lot, but like logic also keeps popping up, and so does visual calculus. So I kind of am wondering if I should pump these just a little bit more. And just kind of have it be like that, and just keep pumping my really good stats. And then just suck at everything else. Yep. Screw it. He is dough. Nerd. There's no problem being a nerd. We're trying to cut down the dead body, can't you tell? We're definitely completely on track with our goal. And we're not at all completely distracted by dumb stuff we shouldn't be doing. I don't, I'm not really going to take Kuno's opinion on anything. Shot football? That was heavy. I guess we'll be able to huck it at something, maybe? Poster says, Citrus Fortis, the rest is worn off. Oh, can we work out?
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates.
This is going to be one of those situations where I bet if I try to lift this, because my stats are so bad, that I'll just die.
It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. 8% chance.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then. It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Alright, well, I suck at physical anything, so I'm just a smart boy. What aren't wall bars? They look unsafe. I think that's everything. Let's keep trucking along. Hallways blocked with old window panes and debris. With an 8% chance, I'll just die. That's what that is. Oh, this room's creepy. Large demijohn full of strange liquid. You know they still make it hard to cancel memberships. Dude, it's like, I don't know. I've never had to deal with canceling a gym membership, obviously, but, you know, all of this. But, like, all the stuff I see online about it, it all seems super scummy. Airship rotors covered with spider webs. We got this sick mannequin squatting. A naked mannequin torso with strange yellow color. Checking this dresser. Get $3. Nice. Blue velvet, soft touch. There's a bunch of crazy maps and stuff over there. But let's check out this back area first before we head up there. Oh, dude, $1.50? We owe the manager like $130 for like drinking a bunch and destroying our room at the place we were staying at. So like, we got some money to earn.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. That's a good question.
Sad, yeah.
Reality is ruthless.
That it is. Thanks, conceptualization, for making me feel good. Well, production schedule filament memory. What? This cube of crystalline filament feels oddly fragile in your hands. Intricate structure is covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads production schedule note. This filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. Interesting. I bet that'll come in handy somehow. We're also still conceptualizing those stats, too. Yeah, we found out that, so I owe the manager like $130, and my guy only makes $5,000, like $5,500 a year, basically. Or real.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic.
Is this someone's like D&D room?
Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a welkin. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Okay.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged.
Are Welkins like a real race in this world, or is this just like fantasy nonsense?
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
What is this?
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
One was a Welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Alright, well...
Just look at those details. So much effort.
So this is someone's D&D
The
stuff.
photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden.
Is this important at all that I'm like learning this like
Dark and cold,
stuff?
this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral
I'm gonna leave that. I'm not feeling like that's important to me. Someone's D&D
This
stuff.
appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
But like I don't want to sit here and just read someone's D&D notes so that have it just be about D&D, you know?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
See, because like my standpoint with it is they introduce, you know, there's this time mechanic right here. So like there's obviously going to be stuff to waste my time. So like trying to decide what's worth my time or not as I'm playing through, you know?
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
That mentality isn't very disco. Yeah, I mean, like, that's kind of like the issue a little bit that I was like asking about last session was like, I don't know anything about the game itself. So, like, I don't know how it's supposed to be played or anything like that. So, like, am I supposed to just listen to absolutely everything and, like, that kind of stuff? If it helps, I never had to hurry for anything in this game. That really does help, honestly. That's some good info. Yeah, I don't know anything, and having a time thing makes me feel hurried. So if I don't have to hurry, then yeah, maybe I will just listen to all the dumb stuff. Thanks, Ocean Bug.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader. That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yeah.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Oh, it's gonna be something from the D&D Welkin stuff, isn't it? I just hosed myself.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
Give me a hint.
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
I don't have much authority, so I feel like telling them it's a police will just get them to not do it. I don't know.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Why do you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you know any information?
One moment.
You hear her flip through a catalog before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
Wow.
Any other questions?
Okay. Alright.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
Okay, let's see if we can't find a password in the D&D notes.
Your flashlight slides over some of the writing has faded. The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe. The full text reads, Heat Death of the Universe is the new black. Another note says, the biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
Alright, I'm gonna guess that has to do with the password.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. The speaker comes to life.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Please repeat.
Password?
Good. Please repeat the password.
Give me a...
No.
I'm the police.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress Accident.
Aww.
Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat? Receive.
Don't worry.
Okay, yeah.
Tiles on the cube.
Okay, the password didn't turn up in the notes. I thought it would.
Your flashlights.
I'm too excited.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
I guess I'll wait for something to actually tell me that you found the password.
It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Minimi stands for a mini meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says,
Okay.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely
Scrum
ancient.
to run. I've actually been learning Scrum on my own. I actually started picking that up. Thinking about getting certified in it too, because the jobs pay pretty well.
The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic. History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
Okay.
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
This is going to be the password?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap. Someone very important. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
Yeah, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara.
Okay.
There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My god. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Yeah, the cost must have been huge.
Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Alright. Still haven't found the password. Cross Notebook developers. Oh, Kim wants to talk to me. How's it going, Kim?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. Failed business. Someone tried to exercise a curse. Maybe this one? I don't know. It could be either of these two. I don't know. Failed
No,
intelligence.
that's not it.
I
I think...
Kim. I'm
Like
disappointing
he's
him.
ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Wow. So it's D&D.
Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
What do you think?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Anyone ever do this?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was for roleplay.
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
Is this like a Easter egg to like what their next game is gonna be?
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
this would keep it company. Let's finish it. Let's finish what? Finish the game? Let's give them money. Curse got them. They're just trying to... Nothing said they were trying to cheat their investors. They were crazy. I don't know. More ambitious than insane, but like... It seemed like they were trying to work it out. I'm gonna do this one because I don't understand what it means.
it's too late for that, I'm afraid.
A half smile breaks onto his face. He says that. He looks around, derelict room, pipes howl, and rat crosses the floor.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Oh, but I wanted to play the game. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna click this one last time.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. The speaker comes to...
Good afternoon. Please
Yeah.
repeat. Is this the production schedule? Good. Please repeat the password.
No.
Don't worry.
I never found it. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tiles on the cube are still smoke. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take that with me just in case. There's a door there. I do kind of want to look around just one last time in case I missed the password. I got the cube from this room over here, so we'll head over here. Doesn't seem to be any interactables, so yeah, we'll just head off over here and then head through that door. If anyone thinks I missed the password, feel free to backseat and tell me I did. Oh, look at this big bear. Is this a fridge?
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red.
This is sick.
The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door. A
Crack.
gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
Yo, this is a sick fridge. I really like
Lieutenant
this.
takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Take the note.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Why would I take the magnets? You shouldn't shove magnets in your pocket. That's dumb.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Yeah, what's this giant bear?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
Try to sell ice cream?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy.
Yeah, we don't want to be rude. So what's his note?
The
Interact.
note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
Aw, whoops.
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care. Sully Swaff.
Is the filament memory is the cube we have, isn't it?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
Well, I'm gonna assume that's Kuno.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
And Kuno?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
Kuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
But, like, how do we make ice cream?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Alright, let's go make ice cream. The ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. BS. Flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden door. Hidden doorways are cool. We'll go that way. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Why are there a bunch of guns here?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Yeah, shine the light here.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Okay.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs.
I got my gloves on.
Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Inspect the rifles.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
I have a rifle now.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Why is there a rifle?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
Alright.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Okay. Well, we got a gun. Gun. That's not how I pictured it, but yep. We have unlocked gun. Okay, so this area looks like it continues. I'm gonna head over to this then. Wall collapsed. What is this?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
I'm gonna do actually a quick pause here. I have to go to the bathroom super bad, so I'll be right back in like a minute. Alright, sorry about that. Had to use the lavatory. Also this. And then okay. And some of that. Alright. We are back. Nope, don't grab your controller. You're using a mouse and keyboard. Okay, so the furnace. Thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Well, I'm not gonna ask him if it's a furnace if I know it's a furnace. Smear it.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid.
Kick it.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace.
Ow.
Your toe hurts.
Ow. My health is critical. I almost died from kicking that furnace. That's pretty bad, dude. I had to use both my health items on that. Alright.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs, the echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I think I can hear someone talking upstairs, but I'm not sure.
Wait,
yeah.
Really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Wait, why do we gain... Oh, yell hello. The voices, maybe it's the entity.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man.
Alright, 58 if we get this. Come on.
Something
Nice.
breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, I hurt my toe, and it literally put me on half, like, flashing death health. And I had to spend both of my healing surges to, like, live, just because I kicked it and it hurt. But kicking it also gave me a +1 to this yelling hello. So, I don't know, it increased my chance enough that I passed.
you hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Alright. I guess that worked out, or it didn't. We'll find out in a minute when we go see who's up there. Hello. Ah, free money. More healing items. Nice. It's like they knew I sucked.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
The ice cream maker wasn't on, was it? I'm not messing with a bunch of cables. I'm gonna die if I do that. Right? Nice, congrats. What's your vote? So there's the red and black wire. The Kim said that the bear, there's all these wires just everywhere, and there's like a secret weird thing going on here.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Turn crank.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying. like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. You
Correct?
slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time.
Okay.
If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn off...
2 cables up.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save scum, right? In case I die. And then we're gonna unplug the bear.
Sizzle.
And
The
then,
room is slightly quieter.
then we're gonna unplug the ice cream.
Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. I just do things because I'm stupid. What's up?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has 1 cable missing.
Alright. All good.
This orange machine.
Right, and then we can't do that without a super pry bar. But we turned the bear off. And now we can maybe get up to the 2nd floor curtain. Find some money on the floor. A cellar window, people's feet shuffling by on the streets. Insane mesh top. +1 to drama. One of my least favorite stats that keeps trying to make us make stupid decisions. Oh, but I would lose my set bonus for what I have on. Yeah, I don't want to equip that, but cool that we found a piece of clothes. I'm a little curious. It said like a curtain opened up, so I don't know if it was that staircase, but like, I guess it was. It could have only been that, right? I doubt it's gonna be backtracking. So let's head up, and maybe this is where the curtain led, and then we'll get jumped by some people and die. Crack and open some cold ice creams with the kid. Oh no! Now we're outside. Wait, where was the curtain on the 2nd floor? Not gonna go all the way back. Okay. And this area just has like really sinister music. Yeah, we turned this off.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
Yeah. Oh, waste electricity. Who does that? It's bad for the environment. Kill polar bears to save the environment. That's the messaging that this game is teaching me. The question I have is that 2nd floor curtain that supposedly opened for us, and where that is. Is this it? Because I don't remember seeing this, right? We didn't go down this hallway before. The floorboards are creaking. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Postcard La Delta 51. What do we got here? The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia tone. Midtown traffic passes overhead. The ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist. Vapor rising from the delta on which the district has built. Postcard is prepaid. Also this. Ball used for shot put. It's heavy. Whatever. Here we go. Trays full of dice, colorful dice, hundreds. Candy dispensers have been repurposed for dice. I think we found our D&D nerd.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Bird-like woman sits on the throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
What do you mean by this?
Yes, Amelie is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Okay.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
I didn't knock.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Okay. Yeah, what do you know about the man?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids, and lately I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
Do you often work on Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
And you never look outside?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
That's fair.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
What's up with dice?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you play?
Not especially.
Do you want to nerd
I
out?
like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
Should I don't even have $10, I don't think. Yeah, what is
We're
this?
inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
Oh, so she's the entity? She looks at the ready bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, its ceiling fading into shadows above.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
I heard this place is cursed. Did you know the people call it the doomed commercial area? Yeah.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
She's the one who sent me. She's convinced that this place is swarming.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Yeah, she's using her own daughter. Yeah, I wouldn't say she's a wise woman. I'd say, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's doing well.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Yeah, their waitress just quit, and I put them in a bunch of debt.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters. What a gossip cop. Well, I mean, like, the debts they can't collect are the one that I have, which is, like, I don't even know, like, pretty, like, 5% of my income is how much I owe them.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
The book lady, yeah, wants her gone. Yeah, it's because you seem competent and dedicated. Like that, she seems dedicated but not competent. But also knowing that the lady wants her gone is important.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity? Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
Wait, what is this? Yeah, I mean, we know because she's doing a good job. Do you know what happened?
More or
to anyone
less.
else?
Are you interested in anyone specific?
Yeah.
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
The gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Maybe that's Kumo's issue.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
A little gremlin that defiles dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
It's oddly quiet at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
The hair salon?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
Yeah, I don't have opinions.
Me neither. I just want it off my face.
Broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
What's a snuff milieu?
It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Ugh.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Stuffed animals?
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else?
Creepy mannequins?
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Insect rights?
Mm-hmm. The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Makes sense.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
Well, so glad all the beetles are safe, I guess.
Really? Anyway.
She looks at the windowsill where a dead fly is lying on its back. Legs curled up in a bow tie. Rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
What do they say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you.
Men like that are a curse.
The lieutenant is stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
The strange machine?
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as a remnant of memory lights up her face.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wiro.
That's understandable. Fantasies are serious things. The mind is the drawing board of history.
We literally are just sitting here gossiping about all the different businesses here.
They certainly took their work very seriously. even if they seem to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind the curtains and on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
The project did look impressive, though.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Too bad. Yeah, the thing looked neat.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
I got a nat 1.
Anything else?
Yeah, you rolled trash. There was a bear in the cellar?
Oh boy, the fabled Revoshow ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Yeah, okay.
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
Oh.
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing. Oh, but they did.
Yeah.
They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear.
Yeah, what's up with the bear?
The bear.
And it didn't work?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravenshaw Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Yeah, some of the dialogue in this game is pretty good. Yeah, if you were here yesterday, David, there was like a kid who was just constantly swearing at us and throwing rocks at a dead body. And I was just like, I really enjoyed his dialogue, but like, it was very obnoxious. I'm sure the bear was just doing his best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Sounds cool.
Megatherion?
Megatherion. A mega wild beast.
Very cool. Okay, what's a mega wild
It's
beast?
an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
I don't do drugs.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the afternoon air. Her eyes follow it idly.
Little sparkling embers under the window.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
No one would want cola marketed by a bear. Yeah, it's what company would do something like that? I want bear cola, but only if it is a cold bear, like my soda. What's like a weird, like, I don't know. I guess the weirdest like theme thing I can think of, like bear soda for like Coca-Cola is like kind of very odd, but one of my favorite things that I always like think about is and like see occasionally is like the post where it's like come to Chuck E. Cheese, where it's like our mascot. You can think about our mascot that's a rat while you eat pizza in like a small child casino. It's just like, yeah, seems gross. Why would anyone go there? Found the building intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
No, I didn't.
think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
You have a doorbell? Which one?
The one with an empty name card. It's the last one in the list. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. Sure, I'm listening.
You'll take Coca-Cola's polar bear mascot over the Crappy Rats pizza any day? Other
Good.
questions?
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
About the building?
I'm listening.
No, that's it. Okay, so we're pretty much done with her.
Good. I hope it clarified.
Alright, well, we can come back to her at some point if we ever need a dice for any reason. But I guess until then, we just go back downstairs and tell them that there was no curse. I never found the password for this, so I don't know what to do there. Let me check my journal. Investigate the thing. Yep, we did that. Yeah, this didn't even say that there was a password. I'll try it one last time. And then, if I still don't get it, then I'm never trying this again.
Still smoldering, like a smooth draw. The speaker.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Password.
Please repeat the password.
Okay, we don't have it. Okay.
Don't worry.
Fortress exit. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still.
Remove
The
it.
filament slides. Nothing happens.
Oh, wait.
Like a smooth draw. Nothing happens.
No.
The filament.
Okay. Okay, so we never found that password. It's dead to me. I'm gonna pawn this off for 50 real and pay off my debts. Remember the pizza rat though in New York dragging pizza into the sewers? I like kind of remember that. Okay, probably put the flashlight away. I don't know how mean this game is yet. All I know is actually I kind of get it that the game's pretty mean with the whole kicking a thing and me almost dying from hitting my toe against something.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
In the dark sarcophagus.
Yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
Yeah, honestly, it was just kind of a dump.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not.
Oh, hey, thanks,
Have you
boss.
located the
Appreciate it.
entity?
Thank you for the drink. Yeah, I talked to her. Her name is Nea. She's a dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
Huh. What'd you get me here, Cal? This is a interesting beverage. Yeah, she's just a
I
businesswoman.
don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down.
No, it's fine. I can put up with this drink. It's just what is it? What did you give me? It's bubbly and it tastes like poison.
She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm.
Jeez.
To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
It's the same as before. Wow, it tastes like a completely different thing. Says there's no curse because there's too many inconsistencies. Lie to her and say that. Says there's no curse. Yeah.
Too many inconsistencies. What kind of talk is that?
The woman scoffs at you with an audible snort.
Good luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything.
Yeah.
Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse.
Red blotches appear on her skin.
I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, Detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Thank you for nothing. Please do buy some books or be on your way.
She concludes, tucking the pendant. Well, I messed that up.
Any other way this could have gone. She's just too far gone into her own mind.
Yeah, like trying to convince an anti-vaxxer to get a vaccine.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Yeah, let's leave. We did get a level. I do want to save that 1 XP for when I eventually have to jump down. I hate when people audibly scoff at me. You would say that. Is that upsetting that I did that? Also, I apologize if it was upsetting. Sometimes Talos scoffs at us. Yeah, Talos does scoff at us a lot. He's a good boy, though. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. We're totally not saying that like we're an abused relationship. The roundabout north. How big is this game? The ad reads broken window. Tibbs has windows. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. Oh, but that's gonna cost money. I don't want to use these. Hello, random drunk man. I hear a distant squall of birds. Okay, that guy is actually not talk toable. Let's see. We got the water. Are those ice chunks in the water? Okay, so we're like kind of near somewhere that has icy waters. What do we got here? A splatter of bullet holes. What? That seems important. I'll take this guy's bag. Aw, yeah, now we can collect trash. Wait, no I can't. Yeah, I want to collect the trash. Equip bag. Yeah, collect the trash. Yeah. Now I can go around picking up trash. Out of the trash. Yo, you got trash? Gimme.
This Post Lavatorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Oh, this was a trash can. I was excited about trash.
A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind Be vigilant.
Pet it. Good boy. Doing your best. Good mailbox.
The box seems happy.
Nice.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel you, mail collection
The mail
box.
collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow.
Goodbye, my new friend. That was a very strange interaction. I don't know what that was about. That was funny, though. Oh, can we collect trash from the big trash? Or no, we gave the key back, so we won't be able to get in there. Why am I collecting trash? I think there's going to be a thing, because, like, Kim sometimes pulls out his notebook, like, around me a little bit when I'm, like, making choices. And they mentioned, yesterday, they mentioned the, like, pissing contest between the two precincts. So I'm wondering if, like, he is, like, making notes on me and how insane I am. Some great tectonic forces crack the pavement like an eggshell. Okay. Ancient fountain doesn't pump water anymore, but there's a tree in it. There's some people. Tire tracks onto the roof slush. Rain almost just washed them off. Spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Do you guys want some trash? I have some trash.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
The other one is eating a big sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Alright, I got this. Ball time.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Alright, hand eye, let's do it. Nice. What's happening? Did we die? I didn't save.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work.
Take and feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory.
What is happening?
Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Take in the surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
Okay. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion. A fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet. I don't understand what's happening.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit? It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters. Probably 24, and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
What the hell is your problem?
I did something stupid with their ball.
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play petanque with 5 bull.
I thought we were playing shot put.
Well, it damn well isn't. It's petanque. You ruined a petanque game. We want our bull back.
Oh,
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
oh, I'm an idiot.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Oh, and I can give him the shot put ball that we found.
Will this... No, it will goddamn not.
Aw.
Thank you, officer. This is really something. Honestly, I think it's better than our old bull, even.
Mon Dieu. All right, fine. What do you want, officer?
Yes. Why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder.
I don't know, just being
You
toxic.
never know. He might know something. This is a good vantage point.
Yeah, know anything about the dude that got hung?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the
In
locals?
Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
Yeah, but you don't have a problem.
That is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
You don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
Seems fair.
It's true, sire. He knows nothing.
Alright, well, see you later. Sorry for ruining your game. Why does my inventory keep freaking out? Oh, because I lost an item from it, because they did take the shot football. The bench? Oh, I bet that's where I'll have to sleep if I don't have money. What else do we got? What's going on here? Plastic wrapped macaroni stamped with humanitarian aid. Humanitarian aid tuna fish, not for resale. This says speakers from the people of Samara. Food gift. Who are you?
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin.
Do you think this guy buys trash?
The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
He gives me a thumbs up. What's cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
He makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bullets into the air. Well, I think this guy's like pretty trustworthy. I don't think he's... I think we can... He seems cool.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
Whip him out. Nice.
Don't shoot, officer! Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown?
Shakedown.
Good one, officer! You're a funny guy! Now what can I do for you?
This isn't a joke. Give me your money. Just kidding. I'm really here to shake you down. Answers.
Then fire away, officer!
Oh, I gained something. Thought gained finger pistols. 9mm. What? Spend a skill point to unlock a thing? Yeah, I guess. We lose savoir-faire. What do we gain out of this? Your promised gun. This is why you became a cop. Loitering around with idle hands. Sorry, loser. You need to think around this problem. You need to snap your fingers at people as you do. I guess internalize this. Whatever. What are you selling?
Only only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Is there a discount?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
Did you jack the prices?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up?
Did you get the pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
Oh, Shipbug. I agree. I trust him. Yeah, I think this guy's legit. He's like probably the most legit person we've met.
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around.
He takes a deep
You
breath.
glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Kim?
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
Okay, cool.
Hyper cool.
Alright.
Anything for you.
Do you want to buy my trash bag full of bottles? Persuade him to give me money.
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them.
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
I think one of them said not for resale.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy.
Sounds reputable.
Oh, he's a good guy. I think you'd get along. I'll let you know the next time he's around.
Okay.
Interesting.
The lieutenant whips out his little notebook. Give me money?
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there.
Alright.
About business. Remember,
You seem like a real successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support local police?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Am I extorting this dude?
An investment? What kind of investment?
Yeah, I trust him. Extort him. I didn't mean to extort him. I just was like, oh, we can ask him for money. That sounds fun. Like, that seems stupid. That's more on me though, because I didn't connect it in my brain that like me extorting him. A guy told me I need money to live. I don't want to die.
a bold move. Let's see if it pays off.
There, we're not extorting him. We're saying, hey, I need money. I don't want to die. That's not extortion.
Officer?
I just don't want to. I don't want to be happy. I don't want to be unhappy. I just don't want to die.
It feels great.
Okay, officer. I can't leave a man in need like that. How much do you need?
$5?
What? Only a fiver? You can't even buy a pack of Royal Extras with that. Let's make this one stick, my man.
1 million?
Officer, do I look like
10.
All right. This should help you get back on your feet.
Nice. We got $10. We didn't even extort him. We just made him feel bad because I'm depressed. Okay, bye. Well, I think that went great. Hot air rises up from the sewer, sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. Yeah, no thanks. Oh, is this more trash? Yes, please. I can't believe we got money out of that guy. I remember seeing a tooltip that there was a pawn shop somewhere. It's kind of what I'm looking for, so I can get rid of these bottles I'm carrying around. Hi, do you buy trash?
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
This poor man having to deal with me. Jan needs potatoes inside him. Kel, I have such secondhand embarrassment right now. Why do you have secondhand embarrassment? I needed $10.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
From another planet. Hey there.
What's going on?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals, and other byproducts of the modern era. You could almost taste it.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
The pawn shop's down across the street with the cool guy. Okay, I'm gonna head back over there after I'm done talking to Tommy Leholm.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Days.
So, alright. Thanks for all the help, Oceanbug. Limbo, huh? That's where I am. So how long have you been here? Cool. To go sell my trash. Away. Inventory. Oh no. I bet it's my bag that just keeps updating. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him in a minute. I want to deal with my trash. Trash? Oh, dude, free fingerless gloves? Oh, but my fun yellow gloves. I'm keeping the yellow gloves. They're stupider. Guy over here. Let's talk to water lockout order until Wednesday. I guess we'll see if this is the pawn shop inside or if it's like this guy in the corner. Didn't want to backseat too much, but you saw the trash and the Frida store up the street, and I went down the okay. I see where I went wrong. No, like literally, like part of my channel, like, is all about like it's completely fine to backseat as much as you want. Like backseat without like spoiling too much would be nice, but backseating's totally allowed. I'm not the best.
Welcome to Rivachol.
I don't really want to talk to the guy who's labeled as racist lorry driver. I'm good. Is this the shop? Can we get butthurt if you don't do what we say? You're gonna do that anyways, Jan, so go right ahead.